Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
What's going on, everybody? It's your main man, 360, the poet from the Morning Wood, and I'm here to talk to you about the Sci-Fi Center. It's your Vegas home for science fiction, horror, and fantasy. From comic books, toys, and posters to movie screenings and live events, they've got you covered. Located at 900 KERA Avenue, Suite B209, give them a call, 702-900-4335, or reach them at thescificenter.com.
Yo, it's Tavon Greatness Patterson. Want to listen to Hot 702.5 on the go? Download the Hot 702.5 app on the Apple Store or Google Play Store if you got an Android like me.
Let's get it.
Tune in now on hot7025fm.com.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Cheryl Underwood, and you're tuned into the hottest news station on the planet, Hot 702.5.
Yeah. Jones, hey. Greg Deville was at it, man, hey. If you want the real, holla at Greg Deville, he'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville, he'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in, we here to help. Now tune in, we here to help. You wanna be a broker, you wanna be broke. You wanna be the joker, you wanna be the joker. You gotta bring more to the table than your hope, dreams, and wishing. I can feed you fish or I can take you out fishing. I can show you the vision, addition and division, mathematic equation. Make the money flip like an acrobatic, amazing. Greg Deville help you build the foundation. I'm saying, if you want the real, holla at Greg Deville, he'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville, he'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in, we here to help. Now tune in, we here to help.
Good afternoon. I'm Greg Deville. Want to thank you for tuning in this Wednesday. A little cold outside, but not like the East Coast. That's right. We're in Las Vegas, Nevada. Blue skies and white mountains. Well, we're here, the Wealth Builder Talk Show, every Wednesday at high noon. We are having fun helping families create generational wealth, keeping you in mind that home ownership is the way to go. If you don't own the spot where you lie your head, you're paying somebody else's mortgage. So I want to make sure that I'm helping you get established, creating generational wealth through equity. Big shout out today to all my listeners who have been tuned in for quite some time. We have been having fun. Shout out to Mr. James Randolph. Got his home in escrow there, and I know he's excited about it. It's been a great market for buyers. Listen, if you've been in the market and you have been waiting around for your opportunity to purchase, now is the time. Many sellers are paying your closing costs. We have no money down programs. So literally, you're getting a home with no money out of pocket. And the earnest money you put down, guess what? Many are getting that back. So literally, it's the perfect time. Somebody said ideal time to get into home ownership. Now, if you need to sell your home, it's a good time to think about selling your home. Let's do that. Let's consider selling that home. If you're in default in your mortgage, behind in your mortgage, typically 90 days, you'll begin to hear back from listeners already calling into the show. Typically within 90 days, if you're in default, you'll be getting letters from your bank your service provider. With that being said, within 120 days, typically they start the foreclosure process. So let's not, wait until it's too late. And then I've got to backpedal you. And now's a great time. If you know you can't catch up next month, you're going into your 90 days, you're already getting letters of default. It's a good time. We can sell your home, save your equity, take the opportunity that's available to you. Many families are having to do probate sales. If that's you or someone we also help facilitate probate sales with the attorneys. We could do pre-foreclosure, probate sales with the reverse mortgages. I know many people call me about reverse mortgages as far as having lost a loved one. If you know someone's dealing with that as well, or if you want to consider doing your home in a reverse mortgage, the opportunities are there as well. 702-349-0162, Greg Deville, Deville Realty Group. You can catch me on all social platforms, Greg Deville, IG, Greg Deville, Facebook, Greg Deville, YouTube. Hey, we're everywhere. Greg Deville. You can find out from Google. I found out she has my phone number, so if you ask her, she'll give it to you. 702-349-0162. Greg Deville. I have a great opportunity today to share with you about some wealth of knowledge in the credit industry. Right now, we know that tax refunds are on the way, right? We know that you'll be expecting to receive a tax refund. There's been some changes in some of the big, beautiful bill that has made some changes, and some are good, some are not so good. But there's been a few tax changes that have been handed down. Many of you can expect in some cases a little bit more on your taxes. And so if that's the case, we want you to make sure that you are taking the opportunity to use those funds wisely. So I have in studio with me this afternoon, I want to welcome her to the show today. She's not a novice to this. She's been around. We've spoken again last week about credit and how you can get that on track. So I want to introduce the credit genius for credit restoration, Miss Lady K. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm feeling great. I'm excited about the show. I'm excited having you here with me today.
I'm excited as well.
Yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk about some of the things that you have, you want to talk to the listeners about as far as, getting that credit where it needs to be, using the tax refunds. Share some of that information and wealth of knowledge you have.
So this year we want to not use our refunds as a flex, but reset our credit.
Right.
Often refunds are spent emotionally, and if you old school like me, I was taught to take the E off of emotion, and then you got something going for yourself.
Okay.
So we want to not spend our refunds this year emotionally. We want to stand on business.
Especially since we just had Christmas, right?
Right. Christmas is a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
People
but
will let their power get cut off
Oh.
to play Santa, and Lord knows.
People will lose their real estate license
To play Santa.
to play Santa.
Come on.
And
Show
now
your
you ain't got
kids
no
that
business.
is hard work and determination.
Absolutely.
And that's what's getting it done, not,
For sure. So they go into this tax dilemma now, and so they're getting this refund.
And they're getting a little bit more, right?
And they're getting a little bit more.
Yes.
This bill that
Use
passed.
this tax for a reset.
Ooh.
Use this tax season
Yes.
to reset your life.
Yeah. Say that in the mic for me. Say, do that away.
Use this tax season
Okay.
to reset your life and your credit.
There you go. Go for
Let's
it.
not flex this year. A house is a flex.
Well,
Come on now.
A house is a necessity because
Your
remember this.
necessities are a flex.
Okay, all right. Well, you looking at flex that way. When I think flex, someone's flexing with their tax refund, is they going out doing stuff that is really not gaining any wealth, right? It's just spending money. That's my flex.
That's immature flexing.
Okay, immature.
Grown folks, we don't flex like that.
Come on now. Come on, talk about it.
The bills be paid on time in the house.
Yeah.
Why you not outside? I'm inside flexing with that power that I just paid.
Right. I'm enjoying some of it. I just paid it.
The flex is different when the bills are paid on time.
That's good.
And honestly, payment history is a huge part of your credit.
Yeah.
And it's genetic makeup.
Would you say it's good or important to put it on auto pay? Could you put your bills? What do you think about auto drive on your bills?
Let's talk about auto pay.
Yeah.
Because I hear so many immature frontal lobe undeveloped people say, oh, I'm not putting that on auto pay. They just not finna take my money when they want it. Do you want your power to be on when you get home?
Well, or did you remember if you paid it? Sometimes
there
I forget.
are so many times we get distracted with life. Life be lifing.
Be lifing for real.
She do her thing.
For real.
And auto pay is a safe net.
Yes.
There's nothing to be ashamed of when it comes to auto pay. There's nothing to be afraid of when it comes to auto pay. So my answer is yes, yes, yes.
Yes. Yes. Let's do this.
Yes, auto pay saves lives.
So I changed my internet service at home. Now, for years, I've been auto pay, but I changed to a new service that's supposed to be so much better and yada, yada, yada. And I haven't put it on auto pay. And you know, that bill looks like it comes so quick because I'm not used to paying for internet bill because it's auto pay for years.
When you see it, it's like,
yeah, again?
Wait a minute. What's today? It ain't been 30 days. Ain't no way it's been 30 days.
Right. But autopay has made it such a luxury that you never get a 30-day.
Autopay will save your credit.
Yeah.
Without you asking for free.
Yeah. Okay, make you look good.
Autopay is a free boost to your credit score.
There you go. So would you advise credit cards? I know someone mentioned that they didn't want people to just take their money.
If your minimum is what you can pay, auto pay your minimum.
Yes, right.
And if you wake up one day like, oh, it's Wednesday, I got an extra $500.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put $2 on this credit card. Then jump in there and pay it.
Right.
But your auto pay has already been paid.
Yes,
you're ready to go.
At least the minimum keeps you from looking bad for the 30-day.
It keeps you on time.
And sometimes you're in the minimal season, right? You're in the season. I'm just minimal right now.
If I pass a test with 1 point, and they're like, you barely made it, baby. All I had to do was barely make it.
Look, real estate. When I took the real estate test, I passed by 1 point.
And guess what?
I'm a broker.
Guess what?
20 years later.
That's what I'm saying. It's too much put on it. Like trying to overly. You don't have to. All you got to do is what you can do. And sometimes what you can do is just enough.
Yeah. If that's the season.
Yes.
That's just the season. It's temporary.
Yes.
Things are going to change. And that's why we're doing the show today about credit, about refunds, about utilizing this income refund wisely. Right? So this time we got enough. We just had Christmas.
And you speaking to someone, I've gone in the mall. Was it the Meadows or the Boulevard? And spent, I want to say, at least 70% of a return 1 year or a couple years. Oh yeah, I've looked at $1,600 Louis Vuitton bags and been like, every time I don't have $1,600 in it, I'm like, you so stupid.
Okay.
And that's what's important, to be educated. Education is important. So financial literacy is education. Learning about your credit, learning what to do with it, learning how it works for you is information. It's information you need. It's education you need, because it's not a flex to be walking around with $10,000 bags and $1,200 shoes and $1,500 shoes, and you don't have that in your bag. You don't have that on a card to swipe. It's not a flex. And unfortunately, our culture is flexing a lot. It's flexing a lot of bags. It's flexing a lot of shoes. It's flexing cars. No titles, no deeds. That's a flex. A deed and a title is a flex.
Or even with people they're almost done paying their car off, right? And then they decide, you know what, I'm gonna go down the deal and give me. And they say, well, the payments just went up $50. Yeah, but you started all over again. You had 3 years.
Now you locked in 5 years.
5 more years.
To something that's not.
And the payment from that car is tacked on to the new. It went up $50, but you got a whole new start over.
But nobody taught us that cars were liabilities and not assets.
So that's why the Greg Deville show. See, that's what we're doing.
That's what you're here for.
That's what we're doing.
You finna pay that car off?
We should pay it off. And guess what? We have some assets. The biggest problem I see with individuals, they don't have any assets. I mean, you can't even go get 1,000 if you need it because you don't have the title. If you don't have something to leverage. You know why millionaires buy Rolex watches? Not that they're the prettiest watches there is. No, they're leverage. Because if I ever get in a tight, guess what? I can go leverage my Rolex and get me a good 10 till this
and
till
go
this check
take care of
clear.
business.
And go till this check clear,
Right.
right? But we have no assets, and that's why we want to get people into taking now using that tax wisely so that we can get into real estate, right? Get into creating wealth through equity. But now give us some of the tips about getting our credit on track.
So reach out. I don't have a one size fits all program. This is very much per person, per situation.
Yeah.
And 702-888-0921. Please text, please call. Reach out and get a free audit.
Yeah.
And let's find out where you stand. Let's find out what's wrong. There's no such thing as bad credit. There is a such thing as misunderstood credit.
Okay.
There is a such thing as misinformation.
Okay.
And illegal reporting. But as far as bad credit, it's all about how you look at it. You see a 6, I see a 9.
Because the potential.
Yeah.
Potential. It's a matter of,
I'm a firm believer, and I've said this for years and years and years, and I was reminded about a year ago. Do you remember what you said to me? And I was like, no. She was like, you told me that everything has potential. And this is younger me. This is, inexperienced me.
Okay.
And I even knew then that everything had potential. So your credit has potential. You have potential. What we want to do moving forward, especially in our community, it's Black History Month.
Okay.
And I'm just going to say that.
Right.
We need to support each other. We need to teach each other. And financial literacy is the key. Your credit is key. Get you a house. No, it's not going to be the house you always dreamed of on the first go round.
Not
and
right
that
now.
is okay.
Yeah.
Your first car wasn't the car you driving right now.
Say that. Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You got to crawl before you can walk.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, and I grew up in the church. If you be faithful over a few things, God will make you rulers over much.
It's in the word.
So start. That's all it is. It's starting.
That's right.
Before you could get shoes, you had to crawl.
Well.
So it's about starting. Start in a starter home. Get your foot in the door. Stop paying rent. Stop paying somebody else's escrow for their next project. And start betting on yourself.
That's good. Let's talk about betting on yourself. Let's talk about that for a minute, because with credit, it's really kind of betting on yourself now. You're taking responsibility, accountability, and you're moving forward with things that go in your favor, right?
Favor is better than money.
Well, I agree. I must agree. I've had that over the years. I didn't have a lot of money, but I had a lot of favor, which got me more money, right? Which taught me about assets versus liabilities, right?
I believe the favor was in your education.
Well, somebody did. You're right. Somebody taught me. And I must credit Dad and the Holy Spirit, right, for guiding me into things that were wise on decision making. Because though you don't look good right now, in the future, it's going to look better as time progresses. So we understand that. So
it's what it can look like.
And you got to have vision.
Yes.
People just see themselves in shoes, clothes, belts, and stuff.
Tangible things that.
And I really want to see you get into, and the reason we talk credit this time of the year is because of the tax refund.
Yes.
It's like,
they get blown. The malls. The malls get blown. Yeah. I mean, high-end brands. People that will never look back and think, I'm so glad you spent your money with me. People who talk poorly about you.
Yeah.
That's where you're spending your money.
Yeah.
And I think that comes from another realm of miseducation, especially for our own people.
And we need to talk about it. And that's the reason I want to bring you today. Is let's talk about it. Let's raise the awareness of the mindset of the people to say, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Because they've been telling me, Deville, I meant to. When I get my refund, I'm going to holler at you, man. I'm coming to holler at you because I want to do the right thing this year.
And then they holler at them rims first.
And they go get them sounds.
They holler at them beats first.
Gotta get them beats.
Yeah.
Gotta be right. It's a bucket. We ain't got matching doors, but we got some sounds in the trunk.
But guess what? In 1 year, you hold it down 1 year in that bucket.
Yeah.
And you drive to and fro in that bucket and you pay your mortgage on time and you ride in that bucket.
Okay.
And next year you come out sliding.
Yeah.
In something that you paid for.
Right. And then
because you
using
built equity in your house.
There you go.
And you went in there and grabbed a little bit so you could come out swinging.
There you go.
It's about the right now. It's so much of a microwave age. Everything needs to be now. I got to have it right now. I got to show them right now.
Yeah. Sacrifice.
Baby, believe in trust the process.
Yes.
Trust the process.
And the
patience.
Sacrifice. Yeah, absolutely.
I never understood why they said patience is a virtue. A virtue. Patience. Patience.
If we hold out for the bigger part of the dream, right? It may not be right now, right? Martin Luther King didn't get to see it right then, but he knew that he kept talking about it. And one day, little black boys and little black girls, right? One day, I have a dream that one day I want to talk to the listeners about dreaming again. Let's dream. When you get this refund, let's see what it looks like to have money in my account up to June, because most time it's spent by April, right? Yeah, I don't think we make it out of April. I know
they make it to April.
I'm giving them a little bit. I'm giving a little bit too much.
I mean, yeah.
Put too much on it.
We got to stop the sugar coating.
Yeah.
Get out here and stay down so you can come up.
Yeah.
We got to stop making it too sweet for y'all. Sugar bad for you anyway.
Well.
So we just need to, y'all. We need this raw,
uncut
reality.
Yeah.
And I'm offering structured legal help, not template.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not cutting no corners. I'm gonna keep it real with you. And you might not like it. It might not feel good.
Yeah.
But growth does not feel good. I will tell you that. Growth is a painful situation. It's uncomfortable. And guess what? It leads to something amazing. People love roses to death. You get them at weddings, funerals, birthdays. Anytime you can get a rose, they will give it to you. Why none of the other flowers have thorns?
Yeah, and the sad thing when you bring up roses, they don't last as long unless you maintain them. Most people, roses don't even blossom; they just die in a shell like this. They never get to blossom because we don't know. Every couple of days, you need to go cut some things off, right? So they continue to nourish and plant. Because most women, you buy roses, they die before they never even got to blossom and see the fullness of a rose. So
water it.
Yeah. But change the water. Sometimes you got to change what you're doing in order to get that real growth. You got to change your spending habits. You got to change. Sometimes you got to change your environment. Because if you're around people who have stinking thinking and they just think taking trips because I got this money. I know a lady went to New York. I'm like, why? Because you got a tax free. Like, why? It's freezing cold in New York. Why would you go now? Well, got my tax money. I always want to see New York. But in the winter, it's horrible. But guess what? You spend all that money. You come back, you're broke. And now you waiting on food stamps so you can get some food in the house. But you spent money in New York living like you living large.
Did I even eat today?
Well, so, again, there's a lot of reasonings to stopping the madness, changing the mindset of the people. Let's start developing a wealth mindset. What does that look like? Well, let's start, number one, with our credit, right? Because credit will get you indoors that cash sometimes we don't take. Matter of fact, if you go to a lot of places now, they don't even take cash. They say cash is king. Go to one of these games. Oh, we don't take cash.
Who said that?
Okay.
Who told that lie?
Well,
credit is king.
Credit is powerful. Now, cash they talk about is king in real estate. Well, we got to cash. And I personally, to me, when I'm dealing with a house,
they want to know where that cash came from.
So now we got some laws that did change recently, which is working in the good and the favor of a lot of people. So now there used to be a law that you couldn't give money from under your mattress to your niece or your nephew or your family for a down payment. But the laws have since, been relaxed.
Oh, okay.
So now your Uncle Willie can give you $20,000. Your uncle, Kyrie, Uncle Earl, or I want to go to the young uncles now, the Kyries who got money, and they had a stash.
Your Uncle Dante.
Dante, yeah. You can go in that vault and that safe under that mattress, right, and give you some money. They just can't give it to you directly. They can give it to you in escrow. So they just walk that money down to escrow, cash money, or to the they could wire it So that's been a little more relaxed now because FHA used to have to account from once the money came. But there's a new law that things have changed. But you only need a 580 credit score to buy a house. But if you want to use no money down programs, guess what? You're going to need a 620, 640 better in order to qualify for these programs.
And 40 to 60 points can change your life.
Yeah.
40 to 60 points can change your interest rate. It can make the difference.
And that could be 2 things on your credit, minimal 2 things.
I mean, sometimes that's all it takes is you stepping up to the plate and addressing something as small as 40 to 60 points.
I had a lady could qualify. She needed to pay off a credit card of $238. She didn't know she could buy a house. She said, this is all I need to do, Mr. Deville. We had a credit symposium. And she found out she only need to pay down her credit card. So there are people sitting with opportunity, but because they don't have the mindset, they're not used to or thinking about using a backyard, but having a balcony of an apartment is no. These children, the emotional high that I receive from selling a family with children at home. Kids run through the house picking up their rooms. Ooh, mama, we like our backyard. Can we get a swimming pool? Can we get a jumper? Listen, these are very exciting days for me. It's to see a family. I sold a home to a lady who was the first in her generation for 3 generations to own a home. She cried when I gave her the key. She said, Mr. Deville, I've been hearing you on the radio. I've been in radio 10 years. And she said, I've literally heard you so many times. And I'm so glad I picked up the phone and contacted you. And she said, I'm a homeowner. The first in 2 generations to own a home. Her mama didn't own. Her grandmama didn't own.
Wow.
2 generations. Now she's setting a standard that she bought it on the west side. But guess what? The west side might be the best side for you right now financially. Because your people.
Who's to say it isn't?
Well, so your people, when I've met people that we've gotten approved and all they could afford was west side, they said, that's all I get. I ain't going. And you'd be surprised.
At one point in time, those was the only stumping grounds we had.
So at the end of the day, people would rather pay rent, keep building equity for the owner, but they got a ring on the door at the house in Centennial. Oh, they got a pistol under the mattress, under the pillow in Centennial, which is more crime in Centennial and Summerlin than you could imagine on the west side. Can you imagine that? That's real, though. It's more homicide, suicide in Summerlin than it is on the west side.
Oh, I believe it.
North Las Vegas.
That sounds a lot like stuff I know.
Yeah, it's real.
And I'm in Henderson.
Yeah, and Henderson is it's a cool area. It's pricier than most. So once you cross Decatur going west, you're in the city of Las Vegas.
Right.
Homes value $20,000 more than North Las Vegas.
Right.
So I tell a lot of people, start in North Las Vegas, which is you get a newer home for less money.
Surprisingly,
yes.
Like brand new.
New homes, less money. Take that home in Henderson, $30,000 to $40,000 higher. So I tell people, start right here. If your first home is 1,400 square feet, guess what? It's bigger than a 900 square feet apartment you leaving. Yeah, because most people live in an apartment. It's only 900, maybe 1,100 square feet.
Maybe 11.
Average apartment is right at 1,950 to 1,000, right? And so at the end of the day, let's get you started. Let's get you set up, but let's start again, going back to that credit,
right?
Because the credit is key.
The fear and the misinformation.
Yeah.
This year, we're letting go of fear.
There you go.
We leaving a lot of baggage behind. 2026 is the year of a lot of people's risings, and they just have not yet tapped into it, or they haven't even heard it. So we're educating ourselves this year. We're educating each other this year.
Right.
And we are letting go of fear. We've lived in fear for too long.
Too long. I agree.
I believe a lot of us were born into fear.
I think it's a learned behavior because we
was passed down.
Yeah, that we adapt to. Well, that ain't for me, or I'm not going to qualify. But what if they say no? Let me say this to any of you listening. I'm going to look right into this camera. It's never no. It's just not right now. So when I went to
delay is not denial.
It's not denial. It's just no. It's just not right now. But when I came in 2015, I wasn't ready. I was in the decline of 08, 9, and 10. My credit, my real estate, everything collapsed. But guess what? In 2015, I went back to try to get involved. And the lender said, well, you're not ready, Deville. It's not no, it's just you got a couple things I need you to do. Credit-wise, here's what I need you to do. She gave me a structured game plan. And with that, I like to call a prescription. If you take the prescription for 7 days, you start feeling better, right? Well, in 3 days, typically you start feeling better. So we don't take the rest of the prescription. However, when you're talking about real estate, getting qualified, follow the game plan. And if your credit isn't where it needs to be right now, guess what? That's why we're talking to Lady K about, hey, let's get where we need to be. So give your number again for somebody who's waiting on you to give it again.
If you need a utilization optimization plan,
there you go.
which is what he was just telling you about.
Yeah.
702-888-0921. Let's get you a plan, even if it takes you, if you're not ready today. You're not ready today.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand that.
Right.
Your plan might take you a year. I'm not going to lie.
Right.
The time frame is different for everybody.
Right.
You're going to be ready in a year.
It was 90 days for me. On the 94th day, I was good. Back in 2016, I bought a $300,000 house, 6 bedrooms, 3,000 square feet, but that's what you could afford. And, once I paid, it was $292. But in 2016, that was the price. Now that's my home today is nearly $600,000. But if I were renting it for the last 10 years, I would have paid the equity for the landlord. And then you wonder why the landlord sell. Well, you paid down his principal, raised his equity. He can ready to run off and.
A lot of people are misinformed about that. Like, oh, they're selling the house that I'm staying in, so they gave me a 30-day notice. Of course they did, because you've been paying, they've been paying, and they in the spot now where it's time to sell.
Time to sell and buy
and they ain't
something
worried
larger.
about you.
They're not.
You got to get up out of here. You've served your purpose.
I know a lady was telling me recently that she moved out early because they wanted the house back, right? So she still had a couple months on her lease. She did an early lease, and they still asking for more money now that she's moved out. They want more money. Like, landlords are ruthless, right? Now, a mortgage company, now the landlord want his money is due by the 1st. Due on the 1st, but late after the 5th in many cases, right? Did you know a mortgage isn't late until after the 15th? Mortgage isn't due until the 15th.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah, it's not late until after. And a lot of times I pay mine on 29th, 30th. As long as you don't pay it on the 1st, you don't get a 30-day. So you have all that grace. Do you know a landlord by law has to serve you by the 5th of the month, 7-day pay or quit notice, depending on which county you live in, which city. So you get a pay or quit notice after the 6th or the 5th of the month. Some is after the 3rd. You don't get that with mortgages. Mortgages, I can not pay for 4 months and then pay it all back and be good as gold. Advantages to home ownership.
This is why education, financial literacy.
Yep, absolutely.
People need to know what's going on and what their options are. Not to encourage you to pay late, not to encourage you to get months behind, but put yourself in a position to have grace when you need it.
There it is. And that's what it's all. I've had times where I've had to use my grace. You know what I mean? I've gotten some slow deals where the deals in real estate didn't close for whatever happened. The deal went left and things were, predicated on that deal closing. Right. But things have gone left in real estate. Trust me, I've gone 3-4 months, but then I hit that one lick and paid everything up. We good as gold. We like, hey, Mr. Deville, everything all right? I've had to go borrow money to catch up and pay him back. Right. Because you have assets. You can leverage your assets, but for good reasoning. Right. Not just because I want to go. Let me say this. You can go to the mall and you can spend $5,000 while buying a house. But guess what? You better just be window shopping. Because if you spend $5,000, you trying to get into a home, you just blew your chance. Right. You maxed up your credit cards. Right. Now you got to wait. If you went and bought a car, do you know it's going to set you back a year to buy a home?
Do you know how many people get their credit repaired, get approved for a home, and use that score to go to the dealership and lose their home deal?
Because they don't know. They're not educated. Nobody told them. I had a guy, he was in the middle of the transaction and went and bought a couch at IKEA. And when they ran his credit one more time, they came back and said, well, you used your credit. He said, yeah, I bought a couch. It was $900.
It was looking good.
Yeah, well, he thought because he was approved and he bought the couch. So when the lender calls him directly and says, you used your credit, he said, yeah, it was just $900. He said, no, it was $1,100 to be exact. And you just blew your chance for getting it home. And we tell you before you go into this, Do not
go get no
refinance.
couches.
Don't use no credit.
Don't go get no car.
Don't buy nothing. You can go in there and measure for a couch. You can go.
Don't buy you no new pots.
Don't buy nothing. Well, so you can use your credit card as long as it's for things that you've originally been, like your groceries. You use it for groceries, things you buy and pay back. Don't buy anything new. He went and co-signed for his brother a car, so they were giving him an exception on that. Ooh. But they gave him a pass because his debt ratio wasn't too bad, so he had a little room there. But when the couch came, bruh, you really pushed the envelope. And so I'm teaching, and that's why radio for me and podcasting and so many things that I do is to get information out, to empower the community with knowledge on wealth and how to attain it. And then we need some financial literacy on how to keep it.
Right.
How to be responsible. I'm going to do a show on being responsible.
Right. We're going to have to start getting some packets out. Once you get in a position to get approved, you are going to get a packet of list of things not to do.
So it's funny. We do that already. We give them a package.
Do
your
not.
Your lender, when he sends you the approval, on the bottom of that email, it reads, highlighted, do not buy a car, truck, or van unless you plan to live in it.
Notice I said print out a packet.
Yeah. Well,
don't go get you no new car that you can't keep your kids in. Y'all is a 5-person household. Y'all can't live in that car.
So at the end of the day, they stay renting. Now, I've seen people get their credit on track in 30 days. Mm-hmm. For me, it was 90 days. To somebody else, they just need to make one payment, and their credit was released.
That's why I say it's case by case. This is not a cookie cutter program.
Yep. Right.
And this is not a $99 out the door.
Yeah.
This is not that.
Yeah.
We talking about real life.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's going to take some time and it's going to take some patience.
Right. There you go. So again, to contact you to get that movement started.
702-888-0921. We're also on Instagram, American_Shield_Inc.
Okay. All right.
Also American Shield on Facebook.
Okay.
We got some construction going on though with social media.
Okay.
And so please reach out to us by phone. Yeah. Call or text. You do not if you only can text because you at work, text me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I text back.
Right. I'm a real person.
Yes. If you call and can't get through, send a text message. Mm-hmm. Do not be afraid to type. Because a lot of people are like, I wish I could just, please text me, please. Yeah. Please text me.
Right.
702-888-0921. Reach out. Let's get together. Let's find out what's going on. Get you a free audit. I'm going to get you with all 3 of the bureaus. You should have that for free. It is free for you to find out where you stand.
Right. That's good.
It is free for your annual report every year.
Right.
There's no excuse not to know what other people are seeing.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you think you know. Mm-hmm. You need to look at what they see.
Right.
And that's what's important. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We experience Equifax, TransUnion. You want to know what they see.
And if you know you're serious, not just because she's an attractive lady, brothers, don't just reach out to her because you want to take her to dinner or lunch. But if you seriously, because I get a lot of people who they call for other reasons when their motive was really just to see you off the camera. Mm-hmm. But I want you to be sincere, brothers, and let's make sure, or ladies as well, be surprised the ladies who are attractive. And sincerely, let's get on track, right? Not just because you're looking for a new date night. But you really honestly want to be sincere about getting on track, staying focused on purpose. Be on a mission this year. 2026, the 2 + 6 is 8. It's a new beginning. It's a new day, man. Let's get started. Yes. Let's get on track. Let's stay focused. Men, most of my clients are ladies. 92% are women.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because men are always on the weekend spending money on the ladies, so they don't have the money because they spend it all on the ladies. And the ladies save their money. They go out and can drink every night of the week. They don't have to spend a dime because the men, you're attractive. The men want to buy you a drink. They want to take you to dinner.
That is exhausting.
So I'm just saying, though, this is where I find men finances get a little bit tight. So they're not able because of, trying to impress.
Well, they should be good now because these new ones.
What about the new what?
They don't really have it.
Well, so
and if you're not old fashioned, you won't notice, but they don't have it.
Okay.
A lot of these men are they have. It's been like a little bit of a role reversal.
Ooh.
Like, take me out, buy me drinks.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I don't know.
It's quite disgusting.
Oh.
And I don't know.
Well,
My daddy raised me.
Yeah,
my
apparently
uncle
it's working though.
Is the light of my life.
I got it.
And when you've had real men around you and in your presence, and you've grown up with them.
Yeah.
You kind of see that and you're like, oh, my daddy called me princess. You can't be the princess too.
Oh, okay.
So some of them got it because they're not spending it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I just want to make sure that the men are being sincere about it, and ladies as well, that take it serious in 2026. This is an opportunity for a new beginning for you to be able to move forward in some of the dreams that you've only had that you didn't think were attainable, but they actually are. We're a team right now that's on the air to help you get in the right direction to make things happen in 2026. We have a crazy administration, but guess what? Homes are still selling. Rent is still being paid. You know what? And here's another part about that. I have a friend who's looking to rent. And do you know they're putting her through more changes than it takes to get approved for a loan?
Listen.
Come back to the mic. More than it's taking to get. You can buy a house for the requirements.
The stories
Oh my
are
God.
crazy.
It's crazy.
You want to know what for me to pay somebody else's rent?
Yeah.
Stop.
The guy called me yesterday, a lady and a gentleman called me yesterday, and they said, Mr. Deville, we heard you on the radio. We want to rent a house. And they said, we called a company. We found a house we like. We called them. They wanted a 650 credit score. I said, ma'am, if you pay a 650 credit score, I can get your house with no money down. And the man got on the phone. He said, yeah, because they want $4,500 to move in. I could say, I could get you a house with no money down, get your closing costs paid, and get your earnest money back. They said, really? I said, call my lender. Do you know they called the lender yesterday, got approved for $475,000?
Amen to that. I mean, if you're willing to jump through those hoops.
Just going but because, again, education, financial literacy, the value of knowing, the value of and that's why 10 years for me on the radio, I made a ton of money being educational. Mm-hmm. Now, listen, I probably could have made a lot more money but the reality is I can't help everybody.
Okay.
I can't. I'm just not, I got a team, but there are people who got family members that are realtors, but they hear that they can do it, and so they use their family member, and that's okay. Guess what? I get the credit for motivating you to do it, right? So that's a kudos for me.
Whatever it takes.
That's it.
You're still winning because
I'm still
at the
here.
end of the day, you're still gonna say,
yeah.
Oh, I heard Mr. Deville say this, and so I jumped on it and called Stacy.
Yeah.
And then at some point, somebody's gonna say, well, who is Mr. Deville? Mm-hmm. And what did you hear from him?
Well, most of the time, I had a lady at a beauty shop. She's getting her hair done, and she said, "Girl, I think I'm gonna buy a house this year." She said, "I heard Mr. Deville on the radio saying I could get a house." Mm-hmm. She said, "I do what Mr. Deville do." She got the deal, but the lady heard me on the radio and told a friend of mine that that
she could do the same thing.
She could do the same. She got the deal. She's a realtor, but I'm mature enough to say, you know what? I'm still on radio.
Right.
I'd love for you, if you're listening to me right now, what I'm saying to you is helping you, it's encouraging to you. I'd love to have your business. I would certainly, but I'm real enough to understand that some people got a cousin named Helen or Felicia,
right,
or Keisha, who are realtors. Okay, but if I could empower you,
right,
because I've sold Keisha and Helen's cousins' houses. I sold a house to a realtor. His mom bought from me because she said, baby, my son never told me about all these programs. So not every realtor's talking about how you can get a house with no money down. Now, I can sell your home. If you got to sell it, guess what? We're going to get the best price possible. If you're about to lose your home, I can get you the best price possible. Now, the reality is you may not get what you want, but I'm going to get you the best price possible.
I get you what you need.
I get you what I can. At the end of the day, I started with a house. It was at $529. We just got an offer on Friday for $480. Okay. Now, I got him the best price possible. Nobody was willing to give him $529, but the best, I got a $470, but we held out on the $470. We got a $480.
Okay.
But guess what? I got you the best price possible. You saw my effort. You saw my work. We got it done. Guess what? We're in escrow.
Right.
And he about to get his $200,000 equity.
Okay.
See? So there you go. So Deville Realty Group, 702-349-0162 is my contact information. I would love to hear from you. I'm on all social platforms, IG, Facebook, YouTube, Google, at Greg Deville. My life is easy. GregDeville.com. Greg Deville all over. Just Google Greg Deville. So there you go.
Me.
Google me. We have relationship.
Right.
Me and Google got relationship.
Google me.
YouTube me. However you need to find me, get a hold of me. I want to help you. I love what I do. That's why I bring different guests on to talk about different avenues of helping families. So today it's credit. Last week it was credit. And we're going to talk again, credit again. Because why? Because that tax refund is on the way. And I need to stay in your ear, baby. Like my mama would say, baby, do the right thing, sugar.
You.
My mama would tell me, baby, do the right thing. You get your money, do the right, save
but
a little bit for you.
But we're talking about generational.
Yeah.
We want to change what's been going on for the last...
I'm 60, so at least 60 years.
The last 2,000 years.
Okay.
How long
when Jesus came back?
Yeah. It's been so long. I lost track of time.
Yeah. Repeat cycle is dangerous. You've got to change your way of thinking from stinking thinking to wealth mindset.
Yes.
So we're running out of time. Certainly want to thank you, Lady K. I say Lady K because pronounce your full name.
Welcome.
Pronounce your full name again.
KERA.
KERA, we thank you so much for coming down to the studio today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And we'll do it again.
I would definitely come back. I see now we need to get the word out there.
Absolutely. And every chance you can make a Facebook Live, a post, do that.
People got to stop. The fear has to stop. Fear was taught to us.
Yeah, well, it was handed down.
Yeah.
It's handed down.
It has to stop because this is the beginning of a new beginning.
New beginning. There you go. And it's a new beginning. 2026, the 6 + 2. I'd say it mentions the number 8, which is a new beginning. Let's do something new, y'all. Let's do something new. We've been trying. So what? You lost a home years ago. It's been longer than 3 years. You're a first-time buyer. You can get my no money down. You can get the closing costs covered. Listen here, bruh. You can get a house with no money out of pocket. I'm selling homes with no money out of pocket. Those people called me yesterday, got approved in one day. That might be you. $475. We're going to go Friday, find them out. So my engineer's telling me I got to go. I'm going to listen because she'll shut me off. I appreciate all of you for tuning in every Wednesday right here on Facebook, right here on my Instagram, we're on YouTube. We're everywhere. Again, 702-349-0162 is my contact information. Lady K, give me yours once again.
702-888-0921. American Shield Inc. on Instagram and Facebook.
All right. So Las Vegas, that's it. That's all for today. We will be back next Wednesday, 12 noon to 1 o'clock. We often want to say that your chance is now, your opportunity is now, and now is the time. All right. And until we talk to you next time, may God's best be yours. Take care.
Jones, hey, Greg Deville was at it, man. Hey, if you want the real, holla at Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in. We here to help. Now tune in. We here to help. You want to be a broker? You want to be broke?